हेलो एवरीवन, हाउ आर यू? क्या हाल चाल चल रहा है? पढ़ाई ठीक चल रहा है? ओके, सो टुडे इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन. दिस इज अ डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन एंड हियर we are going to discuss Pharmacy Act 1948. Okay, so in the last class I told you I have finished this topic, but today I am coming to discuss what type of questions generally asked from this chapter and what are the things we get. Okay, so I hope all of you watch the 3 video in that where I have discussed different aspects of Pharmacy Act 1948. देखा तुम लोग ने? पिछली बार रिक्वेस्ट भी किया था मैंने देखने के लिए, शायद देखा ना? ओके, वेरी गुड. सो now I am going to revise this chapter. Okay, so please watch this video till the end. Again I am requesting you. Okay, so what are the things we have learned in this topic? So in the first class we discussed the origin of Pharmacy Act 1948. So how Pharmacy Act came into existence, that thing I told you. I told you that when in ancient time there was no specific profession for pharmacy and medical. Okay, when British came, the pharmacy concept come in India. In the first part of 20th century, there was a boom in pharmacy practice, means pharmacy business, but that was not proper. There was no regulation. That's why public urged to the British government to make some rule, or the government heard the urge of people and they formed a commission or committee. What was the name of this committee? Supra Committee. Yes, Supra Committee. And Supra Committee recommended the regulations, some recommendation they gave. I told you they recommend to establish a central council that will regulate the pharmacy profession. Okay, so according to the recommendation of Supra Committee, this act came into existence. Next I told you about the objective of Pharmacy Act 1948. What was the objective? क्या था? भूल गया? नहीं. Okay, so objective था क्या था? To regulate the pharmacy profession. Okay, very important thing. The objective of Pharmacy Act 1948 was to regulate the pharmacy profession in India. So it was the objective. Generally question comes from this part, that write down the objective of Pharmacy Act 1948. 2 marks question may come. So you have to write down that the Pharmacy Act 1948 was brought to regulate the pharmacy profession in India. Only 2 marks. If you write this words properly, then you will get 2 marks. Okay, sometimes question come, when did Pharmacy Act came into existence? कब आया था? ऐसे यहाँ पे तो ईयर लिख ही दिया था 1948. 1 marks question may come. When did Pharmacy Act 1948 came into existence? Okay, next I told you that in the Pharmacy Act 1948 there are some provisions. The main provision is there is a provision for Central Council. Central Council is nothing other than Pharmacy PCI, Pharmacy Commission of India. Okay, so PCI, so it is the Central Council. So I told you what is the composition of PCI. Okay, so in PCI there are 2 types of members. One is official member, another is ex officio member. Okay, so in official members also there are some category, in ex officio members also some category. So I told you in this video, and similarly I provided a note regarding this topic. Okay, from the note you can write. Mainly question comes, write down the composition of Central Council. Sometimes question come, write down the composition of PCI. Okay. Next we discuss about the function of PCI. So what was the objective of Pharmacy Act? I told you to regulate the pharmacy education in India. So the main function of PCI is to maintain the standard of pharmacy education in India, to inspect the pharmacy education which are going on in India. Okay, overall pharmacy education is regulated by whom? PCI. That thing also I have discussed. Question may come from this part also. This question will carry 5 marks. Okay, so next we discuss about the another provision. It is State Council. I told you in every state of India there are one state council. For example, in Assam we have Assam Pharmacy Council. In case of Mizoram, Mizoram Pharmacy Council. Like this way, we have 28 states, is it? So for 28 states, there are 28 state pharmacy council. So I told you about the composition of state pharmacy council also. In the note also I have provided this. Okay, so I am not going to elaborate the composition. So but question may come from this topic also. Okay, the question may come, write down the composition of state council. Sometimes to make you confused, question may come, write down the composition of Assam Pharmacy Council. Okay, then also same answer you have to write. Okay, next, what are the function of State Pharmacy Council? Mainly two functions I have told you. One is the inspection, another is the registration. Okay, so in the second part of this our video class we have discussed about the function. So of State Pharmacy Council, mainly क्या काम करते हैं? The state first and foremost thing of the State Pharmacy Council is, according to the instruction of state government, they may inspect different premises related to the drugs. Okay. So next we discuss elaborately another function is registration. Another function is registration. I told you that after completion of this course, you are a student of D.Pharm. Your seniors or other students in our college, they are doing B.Pharm, is it? After completion of this course, you will have to register your name. Okay? So as a registered pharmacist. So question comes, why do we do registration? क्यों registration करना चाहिए? To give the profession privilege and to make the persons responsible. Okay? To make the person responsible and to maintain the quality of pharmacy profession, the registration is done. Okay, main thing, to maintain the quality of pharma person. Okay, means registration process can only be done for those people who are from pharmacy background. Okay, other than pharmacy there are 3 other provisions also. Only for those category of people the registration is open. Okay, so it helps to maintain the quality of pharmacy profession. Okay, another thing, it will gives the responsibility to the people who belongs to this category. Okay, so question may come, what is the objective of registration? It will carry 2 marks, you can write. Okay, in notes I have provided. Okay, next question comes, what type of people can do registration? I told you there are 4 provisions is there. You will write this thing. For that you will get 4 or 5 marks. Next, what are the things included in, what are the details are required to do registration? For example, in your registration you have to provide your name, your residential address, the date on which you will do registration. These things are kept in the registration. Okay, registration process, this thing ये जो रजिस्टर होगा वो रजिस्टर पे ये सब तुम्हारा नाम रहेगा. ओके, अभी मेरा नाम आई एम द रजिस्टर्ड फार्मासिस्ट ना, मेरा नाम तुमको वहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. अगर तुम जाओगी रजिस्ट्रेशन करने के लिए, वहाँ का जो लेजर है वहाँ पे ओपन करके मेरा नाम पूछोगी, वो लोग निकाल के तुम लोग को दिखा देंगे कि ये मोरारसी मैडम का नाम है, उसका घर और पता वहाँ का है. ठीक है. सो नेक्स्ट आई टोल्ड यू, अगर रजिस्टर में तुम्हारा नाम घुस गया उसका बाद तुमको रिमूव कर सकते हैं क्या? हाँ, if you are doing some mistakes, if you are doing some illegal things, then the executive committee of State Pharmacy Council may remove your name. Okay, so the provisions what are there regarding this removal of registration I told you. Okay, next, if there is a process of removal, then there should have some penalty. Is it or not? Yes, there are some penalty. This penalty also we have discussed. So from that part also you may get questions. What are the penalties may be give when any person convict the Pharmacy Act? This type of question may come. It will also carry 3-4 marks. Okay. So mainly the questions are write down the composition and function of Central Council and write down the composition and function of State Council. Okay. Next question comes, write down the objective of registration process. What are the provisions there to remove a name from register book? Okay. So this type of question may come. I will, in the material, I will provide all the questions. Okay, all the questions. One thing you will do, you will write this answer, okay, properly and keep it for your exam purpose. So I hope that much is sufficient for this chapter, Pharmacy Act 1948. Next class, we will discuss another most important act. It is Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. Thank you all.